This is a true story about one of the adventures that my sister and I had years ago. It was the summer of 1965, and my sister Alice and I had the opportunity to spend part of our summer in our family home with our parents. Alice was on vacation from her teaching job, and I was on vacation from college, which was going to start back up in the fall when I would be a junior. Now, we were happy to have that time together in Concord, North Carolina. Concord, known for Cannon Mills, known for the Concord High School marching band with the fire-twirling majorettes, and known for the Charlotte Motor Speedway, which was really in Concord. Alice and I had so much fun that summer, and she one afternoon told me that that evening she was going to have an exciting date. Her boyfriend, John, was going to bring his brother and sister-in-law over to our house to meet Alice for the first time, and then they were going to go to the formal dining room at the golf club. "I've just got to look my best," she said. "I've got to look better than my best, and you've got to help me." "Okay," I said. I had just learned that mayonnaise is the best conditioner you could possibly put on your hair. It will make my hair just shine and look gorgeous. And you're going to help me put the mayonnaise on. "Okay," I said. "Now I'm going to go wash my hair. You run in the kitchen, get the mayo out of the refrigerator, and bring a large serving spoon." "Okay," I said. I hurried and did exactly what she said. I never asked any questions. Alice was 4 years older than I was, and I had always followed her lead and was a great admirer of hers. She's bound to know what she's doing, right? I didn't ask any questions like, "Where did you hear this?" At any rate, when I went back to the bathroom, she had shampooed and towel dried her hair. So I took a big heaping spoonful of mayo and plopped it on her head. Then she and I began to massage and pull the mayo through all the strands of her long shoulder-length blonde hair. And when we were finished, she said, "Good. Now it's time to put in the curlers. Run get those pink foam rubber curlers." "Wait a minute, you mean my brand new pink foam rubber curlers? I don't think I want mayonnaise all over them. Let's use your curlers." "Oh no," she said, "this is such a special occasion, and my curlers are all moldy. We need to use yours because they're the best. Now run get them, and I'll let you help me put them in." So I got the brand new pink foam rubber rollers, and we put them in her hair and got everything curled up. It was hard to do because with the mayonnaise in her hair, it was slippery and hard to get on the curlers. Well, when we finally had them all done, she said, "Now it's time to dry it." At that time, we did not have one of those newfangled fancy handheld blow dryers. We had the regular home hair dryer where you put a pink plastic bag over the curlers, then there's a tube going from that. You plug it in, turn it on, and then the warm air comes in and dries your hair. And when that began to happen that afternoon, the heat on the mayonnaise, the smell was unbearable. I thought I was having an out-of-the-body experience. I ran in the kitchen to get away from the smell, but the smell was everywhere. I went outside just to breathe for a few minutes until I heard her calling me, "Jesslyn, it's been an hour. Come and help me." I went back and we took the plastic cap off and unrolled just 2 of the curlers. The hair looked exactly like it had before. It felt a little warm, but it certainly wasn't dry, and it was still slippery and stinky. "Well," she said positively, "I think we just didn't dry it long enough. Let's put those 2 curlers back in, and I'll dry it for another hour." then it will be perfect. So she started to dry it for another hour, with the smell coming stronger and stronger. I went outside again until she called me. Jessalyn, the second hour is up. Come and help me. We took off the cap and took out all the curlers. All of her hair looked the same as the individual curlers did. It all looked wet, slimy, and stinky. But Alice, ever positive, picked up her brush and started brushing it and trying to do something with it, singing, wishing and hoping and wishing my hair will look good. My hair's just got to look good. Then our mother came home. She had been at the church playing the organ for choir rehearsal. And when she put one foot inside our house, she said, God Almighty, what is that terrible smell? I'd never heard our mother use the Lord's name like that before. I figured she must not be in a very good mood. She followed the smell and found Alice and saw the jar of mayonnaise. Alice Louise Austell, tell me you didn't put mayonnaise on your hair. Well, Mama, I heard it was supposed to be the best possible conditioner, and Jessalyn helped me. Did it not occur to either one of you young ladies that perhaps you shouldn't have put quite so much mayonnaise on your hair? That was a full jar of mayonnaise, and now it's only half full. And did it occur to you that maybe you should have shampooed it out after it did the conditioning? Alice, go and wash your hair. You're going to have to shampoo it 5 or 6 times in order to get out all the mayonnaise and all the smell. Jessalyn, run and open all the windows and all the doors, find the fans, turn them on, and try to get the smell out of this house. John is going to be here in 15 minutes with his family. So Alice started washing her hair, and I ran and opened up all the windows, hoping we could get the smell out. She got ready to go because John arrived, sure enough, at 7 o'clock. Mother ushered him into the living room and had them sit down. Oh, Alice will be with you momentarily, she said. And I went back to help Alice again. She had on a very nice outfit, new actually. Great shoes, a pretty bracelet, but the thing was, she was going to have to go out with straight, wet hair, which just wasn't done at that time. It was supposed to be in a flip or a page boy or wonderful waves like Anne Margaret. But no, hers was straight and wet. When Alice walked into the living room, John looked at her and smiled and politely introduced her to his brother and sister-in-law. They could tell how fond he was of Alice. He began to loosen his tie and said, listen, gang, why should we go over to that uptight, fancy schmancy golf club formal dining room when we could drive just 20 minutes to Charlotte and go to the Open Kitchen, Alice's favorite pizza restaurant? The group agreed immediately, and Alice gave John the biggest hug and the biggest kiss he had ever had. He probably kept smiling all evening. She told me later that when her hair began to dry, he told her it never looked prettier. And that is the story of Mayo Head.